Brandi Glanville first became widely known through her appearances on the hit reality series The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. With her outspoken personality, sharp humor, and willingness to say exactly what was on her mind, she quickly stood out among the cast. Viewers often found her refreshingly honest, even when her comments sparked controversy or tense moments on screen. In recent years, however, much of the public conversation surrounding Glanville has shifted away from her television appearances and toward discussions about her changing appearance. As fans followed her social media posts and watched new interviews, some began noticing differences in her facial features compared to earlier seasons of the show. Her cheeks appeared noticeably fuller, and at times her expressions seemed different from what longtime viewers remembered. Before long, side-by-side photos began circulating online comparing older images of Glanville with more recent ones. These comparisons fueled widespread speculation across entertainment news outlets and social media platforms. While some critics questioned the changes, others pointed out that cosmetic procedures, especially non-surgical treatments, have become increasingly common among celebrities. For many people in the public eye, maintaining a youthful, polished appearance can feel like part of the professional expectation. Eventually, Glanville addressed the speculation herself. She explained that certain cosmetic treatments had led to complications and facial swelling, which temporarily altered her appearance. By speaking openly about her experience, she offered fans a rare glimpse into the realities behind modern beauty treatments. Her story highlights a larger trend in celebrity culture today. Cosmetic enhancements may be more accessible than ever, yet they remain heavily scrutinized, especially in an age where every photo can spark a global conversation overnight. Mickey Rourke was once considered one of the most distinctive and magnetic faces in Hollywood. During the 1980s, his combination of intensity, raw charisma, and slightly rebellious screen presence made him a standout among leading men of the era. Audiences first took notice through films like Rumblefish 9.5 Weeks and Angel Heart. In those roles, Rourke built a reputation for delivering emotionally layered performances that felt authentic and unpredictable. However, as the years passed, many fans began noticing significant changes in the actor's appearance. Unlike some celebrity transformations that are tied purely to cosmetic choices, Rourke's story is closely connected to a dramatic shift in his career. In the early 1990s, he stepped away from Hollywood and returned to a long-time passion, professional boxing. While competing in the ring, he endured numerous injuries, including broken noses, facial trauma, and swelling that required extensive medical treatment. To repair the damage from those fights, Rourke underwent several reconstructive surgeries. Unfortunately, not all of those procedures produced the results he expected. Over time, photographs from different stages of his career began circulating online, and comparisons between his early film career and later appearances sparked widespread discussion among fans and media outlets. What makes Rourke's story particularly notable is his openness about the experience. In several interviews, he admitted that some surgeries were not done properly and that he regretted trusting the wrong doctors. Despite the challenges, Rourke eventually staged an impressive career comeback. His powerful performance in The Wrestler reminded audiences that his talent had never faded, earning him critical acclaim and reintroducing him to a new generation of moviegoers. Jocelyn Wildenstein is one of the most frequently mentioned names when discussions turn to dramatic cosmetic transformations. Over the decades, the New York socialite became widely recognized for an appearance that captured both public fascination and intense media attention. Before the public debate about her looks began, Wildenstein was mainly known within elite social circles, particularly in the worlds of high society and art collecting. She gained broader recognition during her marriage to billionaire art dealer Alec Wildenstein. However, as the years passed, observers began noticing significant changes in her facial features. Her cheekbones appeared more pronounced, her lips fuller, and her overall facial structure gradually developed a distinctive feline-like quality that drew increasing public attention. As these changes became more visible, entertainment media began publishing side-by-side comparisons of her earlier photographs and later appearances. Those images quickly circulated across television programs, magazines, and eventually the internet, fueling widespread curiosity and speculation. Some reports suggested that Wildenstein pursued a feline-inspired aesthetic, while others described her transformation as one of the most extreme cosmetic makeovers ever associated with a public figure. Public reactions were often divided. Some people expressed shock at how dramatically her appearance had evolved, while others argued that personal choices about appearance should remain private. Regardless of the differing opinions, Wildenstein became one of the most recognizable figures linked to discussions about cosmetic surgery. Her story reflects a broader cultural conversation about beauty, identity, and self-expression, reminding us that when a transformation becomes highly visible, the public debate often expands far beyond the individual involved. Donatella Versace has long been one of the most influential figures in the global fashion world. As the creative force behind the iconic Versace fashion house, she played a key role in continuing the legacy of the brand after the tragic loss of her brother founder, Gianni Versace. With her signature platinum blonde hair, dramatic makeup, and bold sense of style, Donatella quickly became a recognizable figure not only within fashion circles but also in popular culture. Over the years, however, public conversations about her appearance began to attract nearly as much attention as her work on the runway. As Donatella appeared more frequently at international fashion shows, award ceremonies, and celebrity events, observers started to notice gradual changes in her facial features. Her lips appeared fuller, her skin smoother, and her facial contours more sharply defined than in earlier photographs. While some of these changes were subtle, others sparked curiosity and speculation in entertainment media. Side-by-side comparisons of Donatella's earlier images and more recent appearances began circulating widely online. These images fueled ongoing discussions about cosmetic procedures and beauty treatments, particularly in an industry where image and presentation are central to success. Some supporters argued that personal choices about appearance should remain private, especially for someone working in a profession so closely tied to visual aesthetics. Others suggested that her transformation reflected the intense pressure many public figures face to maintain a youthful image. Regardless of the debate surrounding her appearance, Donatella Versace has remained a dominant presence in fashion. Under her leadership, the Versace brand continued to thrive internationally, dressing major celebrities and shaping global style trends. Her story reflects the powerful connection between identity, image, and influence, especially in industries where appearance often becomes part of the public narrative. Janice Dickinson has long been known as one of the most outspoken and confident personalities in the modeling world. Rising to prominence during the 1970s and 1980s, she built a successful career working with top photographers and appearing on the covers of major fashion magazines such as Vogue and Harper's Bazaar. With her striking features, strong presence, and fearless personality, Dickinson quickly stood out in a highly competitive industry. Over time, she even became famous for referring to herself as the world's first supermodel, a claim that sparked plenty of debate, but also reinforced her bold public image. As the years passed, however, public discussion gradually shifted from Dickinson's modeling achievements to noticeable changes in her appearance. Viewers who remembered her from earlier decades began pointing out differences during television interviews and public appearances. Her cheeks appeared fuller, her skin smoother, and some of the facial lines that once defined her look seemed less visible. These changes led to growing curiosity among fans and media observers. Soon, photos from different stages of Dickinson's life began circulating online, with people comparing images from her early modeling career to more recent appearances. The comparisons sparked widespread speculation about cosmetic procedures and beauty treatments. Unlike many public figures who avoid the subject, Dickinson has often spoken openly about it. In interviews, she has acknowledged undergoing several cosmetic procedures, explaining that the pressure to maintain a youthful appearance can be intense, especially in industries built around beauty and image. Her candidness has helped highlight the reality many models and actresses face as they grow older in the public eye. Dickinson's story reflects a broader cultural pattern in fields where appearance once defined success. The expectation to remain youthful can follow celebrities for decades, long after their careers have evolved. Tara Reid first captured the attention of movie audiences at the end of the 1990s when she appeared in the hugely popular teen comedy American Pie. The film became a cultural phenomenon, and Reid quickly emerged as one of Hollywood's most recognizable young actresses of the era. With her lively personality, comedic timing, and classic girl-next-door charm, she soon landed roles in several well-known films, including American Pie 2 and Van Wilder. For a time, she seemed to represent the carefree spirit of early 2000s Hollywood. Years later, however, public attention began shifting away from her film career and toward discussions about her appearance. In the mid-2000s, reports began circulating that Reid had undergone several cosmetic procedures, including breast augmentation and body contouring treatments. While these types of procedures are relatively common in the entertainment industry, photographs from red carpet events and paparazzi images soon sparked conversation when fans noticed that the results appeared different from what they expected. Side-by-side photo comparisons quickly spread through entertainment media and online forums, fueling debates about cosmetic surgery and the pressures faced by celebrities to maintain a certain image. Many viewers were surprised to see such visible changes in an actress who had once embodied Hollywood's approachable girl-next-door look. What made Reid's story particularly notable was her openness about the experience. In later interviews, she acknowledged that some procedures had resulted in complications and that she regretted certain decisions. Her candid comments brought attention to a broader reality in the entertainment industry. When appearance can influence opportunities, the pressure to pursue cosmetic enhancements can be significant. Reid's experience serves as a reminder that even widely accepted procedures can sometimes lead to outcomes far more complicated than expected. Kim Novak was long regarded as one of the most captivating and enigmatic actresses of Hollywood's golden age. Rising to prominence in the 1950s, she quickly became known for her elegant screen presence, calm demeanor, and striking beauty. Novak appeared in several successful films during that era, but it was her unforgettable role in Vertigo, directed by Alfred Hitchcock, that cemented her place in film history. The movie has since become one of the most celebrated classics in American cinema, and Novak's performance remains closely associated with its lasting legacy. Many years later, however, Novak unexpectedly returned to public attention during a rare appearance. In 2014, she stepped onto the stage at the Academy Awards to help present a tribute to classic films. For longtime fans of old Hollywood, the moment was meaningful, a chance to see a beloved star from an earlier era return to the spotlight. Yet shortly after the broadcast aired, online conversations began shifting away from the tribute itself and toward Novak's appearance. Some viewers commented that her facial features looked different from the classic image people remembered from her earlier films. Photos from the ceremony quickly circulated across news sites and social media, with side-by-side comparisons showing Novak during her Hollywood prime, alongside images from the 2014 event. Media outlets and fans began debating possible explanations. Some speculated about cosmetic procedures or facial treatments, while others argued that such speculation ignored the natural changes that come with aging. Novak later addressed the criticism, publicly expressing disappointment that the conversation had become so personal and harsh. Her experience highlights a broader reality in Hollywood culture. Audiences often preserve a mental image of stars as they appeared during their peak years. When time inevitably changes that image, the reaction can be surprisingly intense. For many actresses, aging in the public eye can become a challenge far greater than most people realize.